What's up?
What up?
How's it going?
Good.
um, so what's up? You reached Comically Gaming episode 23? 24?
24.
Yep. Yep. I'm Corey.
Nate?
Yep. Our website is games, comics, and culture.wordpress.com. Our Patreon, you can support us there.
Somebody support us.
Still need a supporter. Patreon.com/GCANDC. Our email is gamescomicsandculture@gmail.com, and Twitter is at GCANDC. Mine is at CJ Closter, KLOSTER.
I'm at Darth Nader, DARTH_NAR.
Yep. And then, of course, the Facebook group.
Yep. Like and subscribe to the video. We got another subscriber. We're up to 31.
Nice.
Yep. The Poetic Butcher logged on there. Dave,
Oh, nice.
if you're watching, thank you. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, nice. Thanks.
Totally.
So
And let me do a quick shout out. Since he subscribed to us, Dave's a good friend of mine, does a lot of performance art. Super good at what he does. Basically poetry, but a lot of other kind of side projects. And I would throw comedy into that mix as well. Action films, all kinds of stuff. So check out his YouTube page. Search for The Poetic Butcher. Word.
Sure. Nice.
Yep.
So what's up? How was your week?
Good. I think just so everybody knows, we're filming a day early. Normally we film on Mondays, and I think because today we're filming on Sunday, usually Sunday's the video game day.
Yeah.
So I haven't done much since last week.
And
yeah, Westworld.
Westworld, Walking Dead, video games. Yeah, I know. I was just thinking. There's not much since last week.
Yeah. So all that stuff, hasn't gone down. The let's see what I do this week. Oh, so the big one for me this week is I finished Daredevil season 2.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Nice. You said that you did, but kind of don't remember. Is that an accurate statement?
It's accurate.
So I gotta say, I'd like to have a spoiler talk about it. You maybe want to do that at the end?
Sure.
Or do you want to watch it again before you...
Maybe I should watch the last episode.
That's up to you. If you don't think you will, then let's just do it now. And I can catch you up.
All right. We'll do it now then.
Okay. So we'll table the Daredevil talk until the end of the show. How you watching more Luke Cage? I didn't get a chance to this week. Did you?
No.
Okay. So I'm 3 in. How many are you?
I think I'm like 4 or 5.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah. So what else? Tales from the Borderlands. So played episode 2. We talked about that a little bit last week. Episode 2 still good. Not as good as episode 1.
Yeah.
Does it pump back up, or is episode 1 the highlight of the deal?
Oh no, it definitely pumps back up.
Okay.
It's great.
You agree though? I mean, it seemed like or do you remember? I know it's been a while since you played it. It seemed like episode 2 was it was good, but not great like the first one was.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened in episode 2. I mean, I played it all at once, basically.
Gotcha.
So it all kind of goes together.
Just plowed through. Okay. Yeah.
But it definitely picks back up.
Yep.
I mean, have you cried yet?
No, I have not cried yet. No, I haven't. Well, definitely not.
You will.
All right, we'll see. Is it Loaderbot? No, don't say anything. Don't react. The one thing that I'll say without any spoilers for anybody, because I was talking to a friend at work. You may remember one night he jumped in with us and was trying to help us farm some trophies. This guy has platinumed Borderlands and Borderlands 2. And I was like, have you played Tales of the Borderlands? And he said, no, it's been sitting on my hard drive. I said, oh my God, you have to play Tales from the Borderlands. Yeah. I got to throw that out just one more time, even just 2 episodes in, even if the rest of it sucked. The first 2 have been so good. If you have played and like Borderlands or Borderlands 2 or Borderlands pre-sequel, you have to play Tales from the Borderlands. It's pretty cheap.
Or if you like any of the Telltale games.
Yeah, or if you like the Telltale games. But in particular, if you're a Borderlands fan, which seems like most people are, absolutely need to play Tales from the Borderlands.
Definitely.
And I'm totally, like, I think when we're done on Sunday nights playing Diablo, I'd be down with doing pre-sequel.
Yeah, same here.
You do that?
Yeah, I've heard it's the worst of all of them, but I'm still down to do it. So.
Yeah, I'd still like to check it out. For sure.
I'm sure it's still fun co-op.
Yeah. And the only other thing that I was just going to touch base on without spoiling anything from Tales is it is weird. It seems like, and I haven't done research to back this up, but it seems like to me the characters that are carrying over from Borderlands, they got some of their voice actors and not other ones. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like the main voice actor, who I don't want to spoil it again, but I think you know what I'm talking about with the carryover from Borderlands 2 anyways, is obviously a different person's voice. Like, and to the point where it actually makes it a little jarring for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, yeah.
Do you agree, or did you not care?
I didn't really care. Didn't really take anything away. I mean, I noticed. Right. But, yeah.
And, we're talking Telltale, Batman Episode 3 came out. I haven't had a chance to play that yet either. Have you played it?
I haven't beat it. I think I'm on the last part of it.
Okay.
So, played through.
And initial impressions?
It's good. I don't think it's as good as the first 2. I mean, nothing too crazy has happened yet. Like I said, I'm still in the last part, so there'll probably be some. Well, I guess it's pretty crazy. I don't know. It's more of just kind of aftermath from episode 2.
The last one, sure.
Kind of seems like, rather than new stuff happening.
Right.
But it's good. I'm still digging it for sure.
Cool. And the only other kind of gaming that I did this week was Terraria. You should try to get in on our Terraria Let's Plays. I think we can do that. I think we can have me and the Moldy Potato on this side, and you can hop into an online game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd be down if we can.
Because we're finally, me and the Moldy one are finally getting to the spot where that's like a little bit more advanced than where me and you have gotten to when we've kind of messed around with it a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't watch the last one.
Yep. Totally. So yeah, that's it. Did a lot of reading of Why? The Last Man.
Yeah.
So I think 6 books in at this point. I gotta say, so far, good, not great.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling so far. It's a big. I mean, I got a stack, this big to get through. So obviously, it's early in the game, but it hasn't, with Saga, like by the second issue, I was like 100% down.
Yeah.
And Why's not doing that for me so far. It seems like it's just taking its time, kind of building up.
Yeah.
Yep. Nice. So how about you? That was my week. How was yours?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing I really played was Batman. I did a couple races in dirt. Did you see somebody somebody else jumped in our league.
Is it Jack?
Maybe.
Oliver's buddy Jack was when you were out here at Mayhem. He was talking about he wanted in, and
Oh, really?
I've been telling him to do it. So
He might be. I did the second race, and it was just me and some other dude. It might be Jack. I don't know. It just said his gamer tag.
Gotcha.
So
yeah,
have
hopefully
you
it is.
done any?
No, I'm gonna today. That's my plan after the show.
All right.
Knock that out, and then probably knock out Batman. Maybe we'll see.
Fucking tough. The first stage, it's like a mist. You can't see shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
Nice.
it was really tough. I don't know. Let's see if you destroy me or if you're equal with me. But I felt like I was shitty.
If it's Jack, did the other guy beat you?
Yeah.
He did. Okay. Oliver says he's good.
Is he? Yeah. I mean, I think he beat me by at least a couple minutes, if not more.
Right.
But yeah, I thought it was you, and then I looked closer, and it wasn't. Somebody I'd never heard of. So.
Huh.
That.
I was gonna ask. So next week is this coming Friday is Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
You got anything like by the next show? We should be next episode 25 should be spoilers on Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'll probably go. I'll probably watch it on Sunday. I got Sundays off. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm down.
You got anything else?
Sure.
You got any Doctor Strange tidbits to throw at us? You've been reading the books and stuff lately? Anything crazy? Like, I full disclosure, I don't think I've ever read a single Doctor Strange comic book. Maybe one. And besides that, like, I've seen his, he's kind of in some of the X-Men, the Extraordinary X-Men books that we've been reading. And I've read crossover stuff in the past as well, other than I know he's a magician, sorcerer supreme, right?
Yeah.
And he has like a fancy hideout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his house is crazy.
That's
it's not really a hideout. It's just like something Sanatorium or something, but it's right in New York. I mean, it's
so that's what's your breakdown on Doctor Strange? Give me Doctor Strange for Dummies. Quick throwdown. What's up with Doctor Strange? What should I expect, or what's he like in the books and stuff?
I mean, he's just. I think he used to be an actual doctor, and then he fucked up his hands, and now he's the Sorcerer Supreme. It's basically, I mean, just the master of magic. Like,
does he have? Does he have key villains? Does he have key like crossovers? Like,
I don't know if he has key villains. None that I know of, really. It's always like weird shit because it's magic stuff. But I mean, basically, he's just the master of magic in the Marvel universe. I mean, there's a few other there's magic from the X-Men. She deals with magic. I think Damien Hellstorm or something does magic, but.
So, when you say does magic, like pulls rabbits out of hats, when you watch the trailers, in spoilers for Doctor Strange trailers, it looks like it looks like he's jumping through portals to different dimensions, is what it looks like. Like beyond that, what are we talking?
He has a third eye or whatever and can see the magical plane. Like if you read his comic books, when it shows like his vision of like New York City, there's like a million fucking magical creatures running around and shit and like going crazy and stuff. So it's like a different dimension of that. He's one of the only people that can see it because he has the third eye, the eye of something. But so yeah, like when you see the trailers for the movie and stuff, that's That's stuff that's that normal people probably aren't able to see.
Sure, unless stuff
But
escapes or whatever, or crosses
yeah,
over, right? And then he goes and puts it in its place.
yeah, exactly. So
Gotcha. Yeah,
it's really
and
cool though. I mean, he's got a cool personality. He jokes around a lot, but he's real smart. He's almost kind of like Tony Stark. I mean, but I don't know. I like him a lot.
yeah,
From what I've read.
from the stuff, like I say, I've read a lot of. I played a little bit dumb there. I've seen him in a lot of crossover stuff through the years. And from what I'm reading, people are insinuating that what he means to the MCU is basically as big as what when Thor brings the Norse mythology to the MCU, when the Guardians brought space to the
Yeah,
MCU. That him bringing this kind of ability to go to different dimensions and whatnot and magic, is kind of equal to that kind of amount of depth. So, I think
yeah,
as we go towards whatever the Infinity Gauntlet war, I can see a situation where all that stuff comes together and
yeah,
hopefully becomes, hopefully they do it in a way that's deep.
yeah.
you know
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully they do. Yeah. That's yeah. Totally. I mean, it is like Thor or something where the Spider-Man and Iron Man and all those books they're just in New York and they're
Right.
fighting big villains and stuff. He's off doing shit that nobody else can even see, like, and
Right.
dealing with crazy, magical shit. And yeah, he's kind of like his own deal. He's got his own thing going on. So people only hook up with him when weird shit starts happening that they can't figure out.
Totally. Yeah, so I'm stoked. I mean, it sounds awesome. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
I hope it's as awesome as it sounds. I think this has a potential to be uh you know one of their best movies.
yeah.
you know
From what I've been trying not to read many reviews or anything, but it seems like it's getting pretty positive reviews
yeah.
so far.
Yep.
So, yeah, hyped
Agreed.
for that for sure.
Agreed. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
So what else we got? Devil's Night.
that was nice. But
Did you?
tonight,
Yes. Did you
yeah,
know that Devil's Night isn't a thing outside of Michigan?
really?
Yeah, I found this out a year ago. Yes. If you go anywhere else in the country besides Michigan, nobody calls the night before Halloween anything.
Really?
It's not a thing. Yep.
Huh. I thought it was nationwide.
I did too.
I
That's what we get
think
for
it's
growing up in
Angel's
Michigan.
night here now.
Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just working tomorrow.
Gotcha.
We go play some Magic tonight. I played a hand of Magic last night for the first time probably since I played. I don't know. It's been a couple of years, but I played with my buddy at work. I meant to bring my deck, but I forgot it, so I used his shitty deck against his good deck, and I beat him. So
Oh, nice.
still got it.
Right.
Gonna
Funny.
hopefully wipe him out today. I'm gonna go play with like 4 people after the show, I think.
Yeah, I
So,
still got my cards. I haven't played it since probably I was with you last time, but yeah, I still got them. I'd be down. I just been kind of glancing around through news since we got a light week this week. The one thing that came up is that the Stranger Things, one of the directors, or the director, I know it was written by brothers, but I
yeah.
don't think they were the directors. I think there's a different director for it. But anyways, he signed on for to direct Uncharted movie.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice.
So that's cool.
Would you-
I mean, it seems like Uncharted needs to have some of that kind of '80s nostalgia. You know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah.
action. Obviously, Uncharted is 100% inspired by Indiana Jones. So,
Yeah.
I would hope that it's an Indiana Jones-ish movie.
Yeah.
You know?
So, they're doing Uncharted? They're not doing a Last of Us movie?
I've heard they're doing both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, throughout the years, but it seems like The Last of Us keeps on kind of falling off.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wish they do neither. Myself
Yeah.
personally, like I feel like those are especially The Last of Us. That's like a shining example of when video games stories are good.
Yeah, it
Like
doesn't need a movie.
let movies be their own thing. In general, movie stories are a million times better than game stories. In general, game stories suck.
Yeah.
So this is like one of the times that they don't. Let's just let it be a game.
Yeah. Yeah, for
That's
real. The best storytelling in a game ever, and yeah, it doesn't need a movie on the side.
yeah, but money's money. When people are pitching movies to people to give them money,
Yeah.
if they can pick a property that actually has fans,
Yeah.
that's an easier slam dunk to make. So I think
So
it's
you
inevitable.
posted that Logan Last of Us picture.
Oh yeah. So you had brought that up about
Yeah.
how there's
Last
kind
week.
of a lot of comparisons between The Last of Us and Logan and whatnot, and I was like, and yeah, I've seen them since. And yeah, that picture is undeniable,
Yeah.
especially Hugh Jackman looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you almost wonder if they kind of modeled it after that or something.
Yeah,
It
because
does look.
he looks way more like Joel than he does like Old Man Logan.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
he does. Yeah,
Yeah, so
for sure.
it's pretty funny. And then I guess just then before we go into the spoiler thing and cut out the kind of just talking a little bit more about games and stuff, we're kind of knee deep in the middle of the holiday game season now. It's like Battlefield's out, Titanfall's out, Call of Duty comes out this week. Skyrim is out now.
Yeah.
All these are out. Like what are your thoughts on the big games? Have you played any of them, or do you have friends who have, or whatnot? Like, I keep on hearing from everybody that Battlefield 1's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. That's the only one I know of that my buddy Kyler has Battlefield, and he said it's pretty freaking awesome. And everything I've seen online looks awesome. That's of all of them, that'd be the one that I would probably get.
Yeah, to me, the multiplayer I can do without, to be honest, and especially when I'm watching people play that and stuff. It doesn't seem like World War One. It just seems like any one of those multiplayer games.
Yeah.
But I definitely am interested in playing through that campaign. It might be when it goes on sale later or whatnot.
Yeah.
But definitely want to check that out. Everybody's saying it's good.
Yeah, I've actually I've had plenty of Call of Duty games, but I've never had a Battlefield game. So I definitely want to check this one out, especially with everybody saying it's awesome.
Well, except Battlefront.
Uh-huh.
That was their game last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I mean that tells you what the multiplayer is like.
Yeah.
It
Maybe.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played Battlefield 4 and stuff like that. Like Battlefront, it feels the exact same way.
Really?
Yeah, with the way that the weapon or the vehicles handle and all that stuff, and the way the maps are set up and whatnot. It's definitely
Right on.
Yeah, it's definitely that. Which I played quite a bit of that for that's not normally my thing when it comes to online gaming. Competitive PvP stuff, and
Yeah.
it was okay, but I don't know. Again, if I got Battlefield 1, if I'm going to play online first-person shooter right now, it still would be Destiny instead of getting into Battlefield 1 online matches. But I do want to play the campaign.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've always been Halo and Destiny over
Right.
Call of Duty and Battlefront or Battlefield. So
What do you think about Skyrim? All I ever hear people talk about Skyrim is that, man, it's just too big to play again.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's stupid that it's $60.
Right.
I mean, if it was $40, I mean, I still probably wouldn't consider it. If it goes on sale for $20,
I think
maybe
20.
I'd get it. Yeah,
20 is my
20.
price point where I would pay 20 just to fart around for 5 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that game, yeah, it's so big. I've spent so many hours on it. I mean, I'm ready for the next Elder Scrolls. I don't really feel any need to play Skyrim again.
Right. I got to play Fallout
except-
4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I guess it has mods. I don't know. They're still fucked up on PS4, apparently, but console mods suck anyways. So
Right.
that's not hype for me. You don't get any of the big boob mods or anything sweet like that. You just get all the lame ones. So
Well,
I don't know.
and I don't know, like, I'd like to talk to somebody, the console mods that they do throw on there, like, the mods that I would seem to care the most about would be, like, the ones that make the game, like, the game engine better. You know, like, you'll see the PC game where, like, somebody comes in a year later and makes some mod where, oh my god, it looks twice as good, sort of thing. And it seems
Yeah.
like with consoles, shit's already optimized as much as it's going to be. Like, those mods aren't going to be there either. It's just going to be like the Thomas mods and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing all the PC gamers are saying too. I mean, if you look at the latest modded version of Skyrim, it looks better than Skyrim Remastered.
Right.
So what the fuck's the point?
Right. I was hearing this week about a mod where they actually took the loading out of cities and stuff, where now you walk through doors and stuff and there's no loading
Just
at
like
all.
The Witcher.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
that's a mod. Like, okay, first of all, shouldn't Bethesda be doing that if that's possible?
Yeah.
But you know, that's the sort of thing. Like, if I don't want Thomas in Skyrim, it's funny for a second.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's ultimately, I want the mods that are going to make the game better
Look awesome
for what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and the console mods won't have any of that. And for $60, Skyrim with better graphics. I mean, I already bought Skyrim for $60.
Yeah, and
so.
beat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Right.
So yeah, not hyped about the Skyrim remastered. I think it's just a money grab bullshit.
Yeah, and if that being said, if you haven't played Skyrim, get it.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the greatest
Yeah.
games of all time. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you haven't played Skyrim, yeah, it's a no-brainer. But if you have, then yeah, I don't know.
Right. And to be honest, like, I would love Oblivion remastered before Skyrim.
Well, yeah, that's what
You know?
that would make more sense. I don't know why they're doing Skyrim and not Oblivion.
Right.
But
Oblivion looked rough. I mean, that came out right when the 360 launched.
yeah,
And, you know, now you go back and look at that, and it's hard to look at. You know?
I think it's just easier for them to do Skyrim because I'm pretty sure it's like still the same engine.
Yeah, right. You're probably right.
And Oblivion was different. So
Yeah. What about COD? I know you've played some COD in the past. I've never been a COD guy. How about you? You got any interest in this year's COD?
yeah, I mean it looks sweet. I would it's if I'm gonna get one of the two, I'll probably get Battlefield because I haven't played it before. But
Right.
I mean the new COD looks cool. I doubt I'll get it unless it goes on sale or if some friends get it. But
You don't care for the multiplayer? Like, you have been a COD multiplayer guy in the past, huh? Or was that Jeff? Am I wrong about that? Or
no, I have before
Yeah.
on what did we play? I think it was
Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare, and then the two before that, I played those. Yeah, I mean it's fun, but I don't know. I'd rather play Destiny 2. So,
Gotcha.
but
All right. One last thing about games.
what? Yeah,
In stock.
in stock.
Yeah. It's going to bomb, man.
Yep.
As much as I hear interviews about game makers being excited about VR and this and that,
Yeah.
it's too expensive and it makes people
Yeah.
sick. That's when
Yeah.
it makes people sick. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to bring people over to your house for Christmas after you bought this thing, put it on, and they're going to feel sick. I've watched people playing dirt on the Cultist riff with the steering wheel and stuff, which sounds awesome to me. People will do one race. We're talking 3 to 4 minutes. And they take the thing off, and they're just dripping in sweat and like almost greenish and stuff. And everybody's like, "Oh man, that was so intense." Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, but you're, that's not something that you can sit there and do for hours."
Well, yeah, for real. Yeah.
And then so again, if it was like $99 or something, then okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I throw that on. And the one last thing they'll say about it is weird. So they announced this month the November PS Plus games, and there's no VR on there.
Yeah.
So I was expecting PS Plus to have at least a PS Plus PSVR game.
What, for free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done it for every one of their consoles since they launched PS Plus.
Yeah.
And again, and that's a way, to my mind, that's almost a way how you get me is you give away free games every month for 2 years. And then 2 years from now, when it's $199 and I have 20 games sitting there already, then I go, okay, I'll buy it just to fart around or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I thought it was weird that there's no PSVR games in the PS Plus list.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, my buddy Thomas lives with his brother, and he got the Vive. So I want to try and go play it at some point.
Right.
I'll let you know if I do.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Well, I'm curious if you had the same idea as me, because overwhelmingly all I hear is that it's awesome from people who try it. And I from the moment I had it on my face, I was like, okay, it was exactly what I thought it would be, which is cool, but not, I didn't feel like I was in another world. And yeah, right. And so I just, whatever. I swear it's going to bomb.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. All right. You got anything else before we go Daredevil quick?
Don't think so.
All right. So everybody, thanks for watching. This has been episode 24, Comically Gaming. We'll catch you next week.
Yep. Should have more to talk about.
Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Anybody else, if you have watched all of Daredevil Season 2, stick around. Road spoilers. 3, 2, 1. So, what do you remember?
I mean, I almost feel like I need to watch it again. I mean, I remember Elektra, and then, I mean, at what point did they go to Fisk in prison, like, trying to run shit?
That's like 5 episodes from the end, or whatnot.
5 episodes?
Yep.
I don't know.
So, okay, so let me give you a brief rundown in my thoughts, because I know a little bit more than that. So, right. I feel like, the first 4 episodes were all the Punisher stuff, where he was whooping ass. The 3rd episode was the really good one where Daredevil and Punisher, where Punisher had Daredevil chained up on the rooftop, and they kind of had the vigilante killer versus justice discussion. Yeah. That was great. Frank went to jail at the very end of episode 4, I think, and then it kind of became the Elektra story from that point forward. They went to, again, Froggy and Nelson were doing the trial for Frank in the background of the Elektra story. So Daredevil kept on missing the trial because he was up late at night with Elektra. Yeah. Fighting against the Hand, the war or whatever. And then when Frank finally, obviously effed up his trial on purpose to try and go to jail from one of the cops who was a bailiff or whatever, who was also talking to the kingpin inside jail, and basically got him to get himself committed. When he went to jail, Fisk tried to get him to kill the other bad guy there by convincing him that it would get him to his family's murderers or whatnot. He found out from the guy in jail, who was Fisk's kind of competition to run the jail, that somebody called the blacksmith was the one who was in charge of the drug deal gone bad that his family got caught in the middle of. They then went, Frank goes, kills that guy, and then Fisk double crosses him and sets all of that guy's lackeys on him, but he just murders all of them in the hallway there or whatever. So then Fisk changed his mind and says, "Oh man, you're good at this." And basically he lets Frank out onto the streets again, because he runs the prison. And their conversation was really cool, where they basically, Fisk was saying that if I let you out on the streets, you're going to kill enough bad people out there that I'm going to have less competition when I get out of jail.
Yeah.
And Frank said to Fisk, "Look, when we meet again, one of us isn't going to live through it." Like, basically, he said, when you, this is cool, I'll go out and go after this guy who killed my family, but when you get out of jail, I'm coming after you. And Fisk was like, "I'm counting on it." And I was just like, yeah. I was totally down with that. Like, that's right out of the comics of my youth. You know what I mean? The Punisher and Daredevil crossed over all the time. Fisk was a mutual bad guy of them and stuff. Like, totally down with that. Once he got out, people started dying, and it was like a setup that it was supposed to be him, but you would never see. You'd just see a bunch of bullets come through the wall and kill people and whatnot. And then he got with, what's the secretary's name who turned reporter? The blonde, the tall, skinny blonde.
I don't.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Their friend.
Yeah.
So, she basically went with him and tried to help him find, the people that were against him and whatnot, until he used her sort of as bait to get them out. And then she got mad about that and, didn't want to cooperate with him anymore. So then the whole deal. So meanwhile, Daredevil and Elektra are fighting the Hand, and they go back to who's the guy who trained both of them? The blind dude.
Stick or something.
Yeah, I think it is Stick.
Yeah.
So he turns out, he's fighting against the Hand. He knows there's this big evil organization, and then they go through flashbacks where Elektra, basically, he had her as a child. She was killing people when they were training her, and so everybody was like, "No, she's too dangerous. We got to take her out." And then he saved her by sending her into hiding with rich people or whatever as a kid.
Yeah.
Then when she came back out, turns out all the ninjas, the Hand or whatever that were coming after her, she was like this secret weapon that they all worship. And so at the end, when there was finally the face-off where Daredevil, Stick, and her are all in the same room and all the ninjas come in, they basically bow to her and say, "We're going to follow you." Daredevil says, "Elektra, don't be an idiot. This is your choice. You're not evil. Don't fight these guys." And then she, at the last minute, she agrees, and she helps the Stick escape. So all the ninjas, again, are after them, sort of deal. Now, while all this is going on, they've got this big coffin urn thing that they're sucking blood out of people to go into this coffin urn thing. Okay? And so I'm thinking, the whole time I'm thinking, okay, there's a big monster in there that everybody's going to fight at the end. and that's when they're going to team up with Frank because they're going to need some friggin' rocket launchers and machine guns and stuff because there's going to be this big monster sort of thing,
Yeah.
you know, and they never really go. So Daredevil comes in and saves all the people whose blood's getting sucked, and they all seem to be kind of zombies and whatnot. They take them to the hospital, and have the nurse who's in all of these kind of cover and help get them. The ninjas come for them, and when the ninjas come, all the zombie people just go with the ninjas on purpose. Like they're zombified and brainwashed or whatever, and they want to go with them. And then when they head out with them, uh, they again just sign up to get their blood sucked. And apparently, there's some talk that like they have some stuff in their bloodstream that like they're incubators for crazy blood to go into this big thing, you know. But in
Yeah.
the end fight at the very end, is Daredevil and Elektra with a million ninjas coming after him. They have a lovey-dovey conversation where Daredevil convinces her that he wants to run away forever with her, and they'll go change their identities and get out of there. And then in the fight, she ends up dying. It ends up being the boss is like the ninja dude who effed up Daredevil in season 1 with the spinny chain blade thing.
Yeah.
And then Frank shows up on a roof away from them and just starts shooting dudes, shooting ninjas while they're going through it and stuff. And then, and then Elektra dies in that fight. And and then Daredevil takes that dude, throws him off the roof. The main ninja guy.
Yeah.
So that's like the end of the confrontation. Turns out for the Punisher side of things, his old military general was the blacksmith. The blonde figures that out. I can't remember her name. And when she goes to interview him, because she's a newspaper reporter now, he goes to try and kill her because he realized that she figured it out. And then Frank comes in the middle, kills him, and finds all the Punisher gear and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's the end of Frank's story. So, and then the very, very end, they're showing Elektra's grave dug up, and then they show Elektra inside the cauldron thing.
Oh, okay.
So
I don't remember that.
yeah, that was the end of, like, before they went to credits on the last episode. It was Elektra sitting in the cauldron casket thing. So ultimately, like, I thought it was really good, but the end, not so great. Like, I feel like they just were letting it all go off into it turned into a advertisement for sequels.
Yeah.
Instead of like I was looking for a Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra boss battle.
Yeah.
It's comics, and that never came.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought happened. Yeah, because I didn't remember like an epic thing like that happening. I thought it just kind of trailed off.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it was still good. It's still way better than anything else on TV. I enjoyed it. And by anything else on TV, I mean comic stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not up there with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
With Breaking Bad. Like, you know what I mean? It's not on that level. It's definitely next level down after like the greatest stuff that's on TV,
For sure.
That's what I feel like, anyways.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, so we'll see, is Elektra in the big thing? Does that go to Defenders or not? I hope so. I would love for Elektra and Punisher to be in Defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
It'd be
The
cool.
more the better.
Yeah, and the Punisher in particular, still, I think, through that, best Punisher ever.
Oh, yeah.
He's really good.
Well, yeah. what's the only other Punisher I've seen is that last Punisher movie that was terrible.
There's like 4 Punisher movies. They're
Oh, really?
all terrible. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There's 4 of them. I think I'm pretty sure every single one of them reboots the story, shows his family get murdered, and then he goes on a rampage and kills 10,000 people.
Yeah.
And that's the movie. You know what I mean? Like and it's always like some meathead actor. You know what I mean? No more in-depth story than what I just said.
Yeah.
There, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. So this was definitely best character stuff of him for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I did really like it. At one point, him and Daredevil were talking, and Daredevil was even like, "Okay, we're gonna do it your way this one time."
Yeah.
Like, because this guy needs to die, and even then, and Frank was like, "No," he goes, "That's not how it works." You know, once you're doing it my way, you've crossed that line. And you're doing it my way, you know? Because he starts the conversation even by making fun of Daredevil. He goes, what are we going to do? You know, you want my help. What are we going to do? We're going to go put him in jail so he can get out 3 days later because he's rich or whatever. And then Daredevil goes, well, maybe this one time your way is the way to do it. And he's like, no, that's not how it works either. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool. Yeah. Whatever. It was good. It was good conversation for how that stuff goes.
Yeah, for sure.
So, with your hazy memory, any other input?
No. You did a good summary there.
What do you think? Like, though, you know, ultimately, are you down? Are you not down? Like, I give it. If you look at the whole season 2, I think like 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's about what I would give it. Yeah, 7 out of 10.
I'm still watching it just for the fight scenes myself, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think Jessica Jones is the best of all of them so far.
Right.
But, yeah. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Ready for the Defenders.
Ready for the Defenders. Yeah, I am too, for sure. Oh, that was the one last thing is that I didn't say there. At the end of it, Foggy went to work for Nelson and Murdoch broke up for real. The secretary went to be a newspaper reporter, and Foggy took a job with Jessica Jones' lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
So that's and then so I was on Wikipedia afterwards reading about it. I guess in the comic books, that lawyer's a he. I forget his name or whatever, but he is also like his main storyline isn't a Jessica Jones story; it's an Iron Fist story, and somehow like Iron Fist parents die or something when he's young, and then that person is like his caretaker or whatnot. I could have that totally mixed up, but I know that their stories are very super intertwined. So I think, you know, now she's been in Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and she's obviously going to be in Iron Fist, and you would assume so is Foggy.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah. Yep. So yeah. So we'll see. And it seemed like when she went to hire him, she said one of the main reasons she's hiring him is because of his experience defending vigilantes.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I think, you know, her and him are going to be like the legal help for the Defenders.
Yeah.
I would think. So we'll see. It's cool though. A little bit more tying them together. I wish there was more interplay between all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
That's with all of them so far. Even Luke Cage, I think just the night nurse or whatever is the only crossover.
Yeah, and I don't think I even got there yet. Oh, yes. No, I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I think I did. I don't know. I got to watch that some more. All right. Cool. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good week. Yep. This has been episode 24. Hook us up.
Yep.
Later.
All right. Later.